everyone. Welcome to First Things First. I'm Jenna Wolf. That's the Hall of Famer, Cris Caster. This is Nick Wright.
Back, see? Who picked that sound?
Well, that's your standard Halloween music.
Okay.
Break it out once a year. This is that one time. We had a fun weekend in the NFL, unless, as usual, you're a Jets fan, in which case this music is apropos.
Wow.
The
Jets
Eagles
fans
got
catching strays out of nowhere to start the show.
Eagles got back in the win column after a two-game slide. The Patriots remain undefeated with Bill Belichick getting win number 300. And it might not have been the quarterback matchup we wanted to see on Sunday Night Football. It was still a great game. Let's take you there now and get you some highlights. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers in KC taking on the Mahomes-less Chiefs. First quarter, Rodgers with the touch pass to Aaron Jones. It's a 4-yard touchdown. It's 7-0 Packers. Jump ahead to the fourth quarter, tie game. Yeah, tie game. Matt Moore kept him in this. Rodgers scrambling, finds Jamal Williams for the ridiculous 3-yard TD pass. You did that. Green Bay takes the 24-17 lead. Later in the fourth, game tied once again. And once again, Rodgers to Aaron Jones. This one goes for a 67-yard score. Aaron Rodgers finishing with 305 yards. 3 touchdowns. Packers win 31-24. They improve to 7-1. The Chiefs fall to 5-3. Here is Aaron Rodgers after the game.
It's fun. You know, we're having a lot of fun. It's a good locker room. Guys really enjoy each other, and winning is a cure-all, but it's fun when you're winning with the right people. And I think we're winning, doing it the right way, and really enjoying the people who we're able to go to work with.
It's almost as if at the beginning of the season an edict came down that said at every press conference you need to talk about how well you're getting along with everyone, because if that's organic, then it's a big statement towards how well this whole relationship that we talked about in the offseason is working. Steve, start with you. What stood out to you most in this Packers win over the Chiefs?
It's got to be Aaron Jones and them using him not as a primary runner, but as a receiver out of the backfield. Since week number 4 in the Philadelphia game where Davante Adams, he gets hurt, Aaron Jones has been the receiver that they have gone to build, take up some of this productivity. And if you had told me that, who's going to do this, I would have named 1 of 4 other receivers that no one knows them but their relatives. So, but Aaron Jones, we thought, oh, they have to run the ball now for more ball control. But him as a wide receiver, we hadn't seen this much out of him. And Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur have made the adjustments to make him one of the primary receivers. I mean, he leaves them in targets, receptions, yards, touchdowns since that injury. So for me, that's the most surprising thing on the other side. How good is Green Bay's defense? Without Patrick Mahomes, because they've been a tale of a couple different seasons already. Since the first 3 games, they were very, very good. Last 4 games, been mediocre to average. So Green Bay's offense, led by Aaron Jones as their #1 receiver till they get Davante Adams back. And that defense, what defense is this? Because I know they spent a lot of money, but the last several games, they look like Green Bay defenses that I've seen before.
So to me, this was the matchup that at the beginning of the year I thought we'd see twice. I thought we'd see it once in the regular season, once in the Super Bowl. And watching this game, that some of the issues for Green Bay's defense notwithstanding, one of these teams looks like a Super Bowl team, and the other, the Patrick Mahomes injury notwithstanding, does not. Green Bay, Chris's point that Aaron Rodgers' ability to get other people involved, his ability to get both running backs involved in the passing game, to get the tight ends involved, to get all of the receivers involved at least a little bit when his security blanket and his best receiver, Davante Adams, has been out, is a testament to him. And by the way, a testament to Matt LaFleur. If you remember Aaron Rodgers this offseason talking about the difference between LaFleur's offense and Mike McCarthy's without really trying to take a shot at Mike McCarthy, he said, we were just relying on guys to win their matchups rather than scheming guys open. You have seen guys in this first half of the season get schemed open, and Green Bay's defense, while agreed, it does not look like a top 5 defense anymore as did at the beginning of the year. It still, to me, has shown it can rush the passer, it can force turnovers. Kansas City, on the other hand, you know what this reminded me of? a whole lot of Alex Smith Kansas City Chief games where the offense does enough, makes a few plays, you got some speed on the field. Andy Reid at the end of the first half and at the end of the second half makes a couple clock management just miscues that he will never change on. And even in spots where it seems like, well, of course you're going to run the ball there, they don't. And then at the end of the game, 5-minute drive, can you get a stop? Nope. Could you get a stop against Houston? Nope. Like, this is the Chiefs, even when Patrick Mahomes comes back, if they are going to have success in the playoffs, it's not going to be because they get a stop, get the ball back, and score. It's going to be because they have the lead throughout, because they have shown no ability with that linebacking core and that secondary to stop a team on 3 consecutive downs at the end of a game when they're in that 4-minute drive. So the Packers should feel great. The Chiefs almost stole a victory. Not surprising that they didn't, but now all of a sudden some of the same issues that creeped up in Houston and the Indy losses showed up in this game as well.
When you look at this Green Bay Packer team, is it the kind of team where as long as Aaron Rodgers puts a pretty good effort out there, they're going to win? I mean, maybe I know they have some deficiencies and maybe both sides of the ball aren't exactly where you want them to be. Again, Devontae Adams still not back. But as long as number 12 is doing his thing, do you feel like they could go all the way?
No, I think they got a lot of good things going. And how you feel about your teammates and the type of sacrifice you're willing to make for your teammates, that helps determine how good a team's going to be. It's not going to be just X's and O's, but Aaron Rodgers from the beginning, you guys mentioned it, all the changes they made in the offseason, but we can't forget the initial phone call when they hired Matt LaFleur. Aaron was probably like, who is this? And they said, Aaron, don't be part of the problem. So Aaron, I hope he continues to go out of his way to tell people he's having a great time at work, because we know he wasn't having a good time before. He told us we were making it up. So,
but wait, do you believe him? Do you believe he's having a great time right now?
I don't know a lot of guys in the NFL. If you played 8 games and you're 7-1, like, you got championship aspirations. Yeah, you got a pretty good defense. You can run the ball. Everything is not on your shoulders for all 65, 70 plays in the game. Yeah, I'm sure he probably does. I'm sure that he's made some adjustments because he knew that people were going to be looking, but Green Bay's got a good thing going on. I just hope they can continue to build on it, and we need to wait and see how good the defense is going to be.
Yeah, I don't know what he has nothing to be unhappy about. Why would he? I have no reason to believe he's not thrilled. Right now, he's a top 3 MVP candidate. They're a top 3 team in this league. He does not have to be Superman each and every week, even though it seems like each and every week he has at least one Superman play. That touchdown pass we keep showing to the back of the end zone is just a sensational play.
He was throwing that ball away.
You think so?
Absolutely. The running back had stopped his feet in the back of the end zone. Jimmy Graham had come about halfway through the end zone, so he knew he was. He threw it over Jimmy Graham's head. He threw Jimmy Graham a jump ball in the initial Chicago game. But the running back had stopped his feet. Now, he's going to tell you, I was throwing it to the only spot, and the running back changed directions. He's going to take credit for it. But as you watch it in real time, he's throwing that ball away.
Well, throw away or not, just good luck, regardless of that. Since Devontae Adams has gone out, he's thrown 12 touchdown passes, 4 to receivers, 4 different receivers, 2 to tight ends, both to Jimmy Graham, 6 to running backs, 3 to each of their running backs. He has found a way. So we can talk about Aaron Rodgers being happy with Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur also, I'm certain, looks around all these other first-year head coaches. Like, what are they dealing with at quarterback? Vic Fangio, okay, he has Joe Flacco. How's that been for him? Adam Gase, he's got Sam Darnold trying to learn. Zach Taylor's got Andy Dalton. Freddie Kitchens dealing with Baker in year 2 and all those struggles, and I'm just listed a few of them. Aaron's happy, but I'm also certain Matt LaFleur is very happy that he's the only of these first-year head coaches that walked into a situation with a first-ballot all-time great quarterback, and they are playing as such.
All right, time now for Put a Grade on It, sponsored by CarMax. And we're going to stick with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, why not? 305 yards, 3 crucial touchdowns. CC, put a grade on A-Rod's performance last night.
I thought you got to give him an A. I thought from a scheme standpoint, you talked about play calling, both of Aaron Jones' touchdowns. Those are schemed. One is a speed sweep, touch pass to him. The other one is a screen outside where they get them outflanked on the outside. He makes a remarkable run. Aaron Rodgers driving the car, not taking a bunch of chances, taking care of the football. Hey.
And doing it under duress. The one thing the Chiefs defense did really well yesterday was pressure the quarterback. He was sacked 5 times, the most he's been sacked in any game this year since week 1. After week 1, he only been sacked twice in any game. So, I also give him an A. He was outstanding, and he's nipping at Russell Wilson's heels and getting in that MVP conversation.
All right, we're going to take a break. We got a lot more to talk about this morning. Coming up, how did the Eagles get a win in Buffalo after a very tumultuous